As the year 2014 closed in on its final days, Providence lost its last wooden industrial bridge. This was a 40-foot-long pre-Civil War span that had been neglected for decades and had collapsed into the Moshassuck River.
This pretty much gets completed around, this says 1856. The early 1850s is when this all crystallizes.
It teed into Canal Street, a short distance south of the bottom of Smith Street.
We're actually looking at the east end of Railroad Crossing Street, it seems.
Abandoned for years, this humble structure had lost its purpose with the decline in industrial rail traffic and the relocation of the train station a bit further uphill. Once, it allowed horse-drawn wagons and carts to cross into the bustling railroad yards of Providence.
And you probably had, goods that were coming in to be shipped to the war effort being loaded in there and shipped out. Slaughterhouses pretty much covered most of the river. This would have been one of the slaughterhouses. It would have sat right on top of that. What we've got is a freight warehouse here, and so it's going to be draft wagons coming in to load and unload stuff. And so you needed horses that would be calm enough, stolid enough to deal with the activity of a rail yard. In its heyday, there were hundreds of trains a day going in and out of here. You did have the main line, just as you do today, going up towards Boston. But you also would have had all the different engines shunting in and coming out and cars being switched and whatnot.
The era that this bridge represented is massive in the history of Providence. The Industrial Revolution and the manufacturing in our state was connected to markets worldwide.
It would have been a very, very busy place. It would have been kind of smelly, and of course right over there was an iron foundry. All these things would have had belching, chimneys burning coal coming out of them. So it was a kind of a different setting from what we see now.
Things change. The Great Cove, railroads, shipping, horse-drawn wagons, meat packers, industry, immigrant-manned manufacturing, all have been redrawn, relocated, scaled down, or eliminated. A lot of fuss has been made over the removal of the Interstate 195 overpass and the land that would become available for development. Only a stone's throw away, this last vestige of Providence's thriving industrial past was collapsing of neglect. Now it is gone.